Jason Rzucidlo reporting for AmericaJR.com, being joined by actress Mary VanArsdel. How are you today?
I'm fabulous, thanks. How are you?
Very well. So first I wanted to get started. Can you tell me a little bit about how you got started in the acting business?
Oh, sure. Well, I first started doing little plays in grade school, high school, college. I also sang, but I kept those two things separately. And then when I went to college, I majored in American history, but I kept performing. And once I graduated, I decided I really did want to make a career out of this. So I got further training in New York, and then I started in my hometown of Seattle doing regional theater. I did a number of years of just show after show after show. Eventually moved to Los Angeles and did film and television, and then moved on back to New York and got my first Broadway tour, which is Mary Poppins.
Okay, very good. Yes, you said Mary Poppins is coming to Detroit from December 16th through January 2nd. Can you talk about the plot of this for maybe people who don't know much about it?
Well, Mary Poppins was a series of books written by T.L. Travers. She was British, and it was about a nanny who was quite strict. And Walt Disney had heard of the books through his children, I believe, or grandchildren, and decided to turn it into the movie, which has become very beloved, which starred Julie Andrews. And Cameron Mackintosh had always dreamed of turning it into a stage musical, but the author had wanted more content from the original books. So Mary Poppins is the perfect blend on stage of the most favorite things from the movie, as well as some of the lesser known but equally delightful elements of the books. So when people come to see the stage version of Mary Poppins, they're going to see really a new show, but still with all the delightful songs and the characters from the movie. So it's quite a miraculous blend of the two.
All right. And as far as your character is concerned, who will you be playing?
I'm playing the Bird Woman, and if people have seen the movie, it was a bedtime story that Julie Andrews told, and she sang Feed the Birds, describing the old bird woman who sits on the steps of St. Paul's Cathedral and feeds birds, and really shows kindness by doing very little. And in the stage version, they've expanded the role of the bird woman, so I sing Feed the Birds, and then Mary Poppins joins in, and then I finish the song. But we're teaching the children about kindness and generosity, and it's an iconic song, and it's an incredible honor for me to get to do, as well as a beautiful character and beautiful part in the story.
Okay. Now, why do you think Mary Poppins is so popular since it won a Tony Award?
Well, first of all, it's the most spectacular Broadway show you're going to see. They've pulled out all the stops. There's amazing dancing, amazing singing, amazing special effects. But there's also a really timeless story and a very current story. So even though it seems to be a period piece, it talks about greed and people who are learning the lesson that maybe family and other issues are more important than money. It's also a multi-generational show. People sometimes think of Mary Poppins as being a children's show, and it's not. It's for all ages, from probably the age of 5 or 6 on up to the oldest grandparents. Everybody is just thrilled with the show. So I think it's become a big hit for those reasons. It's still an enormous hit on Broadway, one of the biggest hits on Broadway currently. And on tour, we're playing to thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and it's been just an enormous success, and it's very, very delightful for everybody.
Alrighty. Now, how would you say the musical is different from the 1964 film of the same name?
Well, the musical has, like I said before, has more of the content from the original books. There will be some characters such as an evil nanny named Miss Andrew, who is in the books but is not in the movie. And this gives a foil for Mary Poppins to overcome, and that's quite a delightful element in the stage show. There's also a character named Mrs. Corey. She's also in the books but not in the movie. And there's also new songs that have been written for the show. So you'll hear a lot of the familiar, well-loved songs from the movie, but then there's a number of songs that were written for our stage show which blend seamlessly into the story and have added just a lot of delightful moments. And so there's going to be some surprises, things that people haven't seen before, and it's like I said before, just a perfect blending of the old and the new.
Okay. Copyright 2010, AmericaJR.com, Detroit, Michigan, USA.